Dude, this dog is stupid cute. I'm just going to start this off with a little, you look good. All right, welcome to my second ever podcast breakdown. Today we got 4 clips coming right at you from the How I Built This podcast. Not sure the episode number because I don't do that, but it's with Jake Carpenter. For those of you who don't know, Jake Carpenter is the guy who took a Snurfer and turned it into one of the most popular winter sports of all time. Which I don't know about you, but hey, that's pretty fucking cool, don't you think? You know the company Burden Snowboards? Oh, and just as a heads up, there's no video with this podcast, so I'm going to be overlaying the audio clips I picked out with video from when me and my homies went skiing last weekend. February 17th, out here skiing with the Goon Squad. We got Ryan. Yep. We got Greg. And we got Gaffer Telvin.
Go!
Hope that's okay. Okay, now roll the first clip.
Yeah, I really, from the very beginning of Snurfing for me, I saw it as something that could be developed. And I was sure that Brunswick was going to do it, or somebody was going to do it, and nothing happened. But, you know, in the back of my mind, I always knew it could be a sport. And I didn't have a business plan per se, but I did the math that if I could make 50 snowboards a day, I could make $100,000 a year, and that would be awesome.
You thought, I can do something, and the thing to do is make a much better Snurfer.
Yeah, make money on it. So I started the company in 77.
And what did you do? Because you were living in Manhattan at the time, right?
Yeah.
This is for sure my favorite clip from the entire podcast. Simple business plan. Jake never intended on being some sort of industry leader. All he did was see an opportunity in the market, do the math. If I can make X snowboards at this price, I can make $100,000 and live comfortably for the rest of my life. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple at the beginning, and once you gain some momentum, then figure out how to expand and conquer.
You won't do it. Sure, you did it. Right on.
And I always feared that, like, the minute ski companies caught wind of this, that they would just jump on it and I'd be out of business in no time.
But nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
And was it just you, like, with this thing, like, messing around on hills?
Dude, I was so alone, yeah.
Wow. As snowboarding started to get bigger, the ski companies must have thought, well, there's money to be made here, right? Like K2 and Rossignol, didn't they start to make snowboards?
It's just so funny that the ski companies were so oblivious to what was going on in front of their eyes. I mean, talk about closed-minded, you know?
Because they could have crushed you early on, right?
They could have destroyed us, and there were all these rumors that some ski companies were going to start making them, and we went from being, fly in the windshield of the ski industry to all of a sudden, we became a threat.
I love this point as well. Just because something is obvious to you doesn't mean it's obvious to everyone else. Oftentimes, people and companies get so laser focused on their goals, they develop tunnel vision and they fail to see what's actually happening all around them. It's kind of like when Netflix was first coming up and Blockbuster looked at them and they're like, what? The internet? Stupid. And we all know how that turned out. Sometimes people are just oblivious to what the next big thing is actually going to be. And if you can be first to market, you can be first to mind. And it's not going to matter what the competitors are going to do to catch up to you. You're going to be the first person in someone's mind.
I got better at it, and I had the sense to surround myself with people that were better at things than I am, that I'm not good at. That's been good, and I've learned to delegate. That's not an easy thing to learn how to do, especially when you're detail-oriented, to learn to let go like that.
You have to trust people.
Beyond trusting, you have to let them screw up and live with it and live through mistakes. And if they repeat the mistakes, then that's not a good sign. Burton's made every mistake in the book, but I don't think we've made too many twice.
This is a classic. Make every mistake possible. One thing I think we're really bad at Listen is pulling the trigger quick enough because we're worried we're about to make the wrong decision. But I would rather make a mistake and learn from it than to hesitate and miss an opportunity.
I think Time was quoted as calling it the worst new sport.
Do you remember when that was? It was in the 80s?
Yeah, that would have been early 80s.
You heard that, right? Time magazine calling snowboarding the worst new sport. No matter what your idea is, people are going to hate on you. If you're super passionate about something and someone's talking shit trying to convince you not to do it, I want you to grab them and say, you. and then just go do it anyways and prove them wrong. Prove everybody wrong. That's all I got for the podcast breakdown today. That was a pretty intense way to end it. So, you want to go see a puppy?
It's like 4 times the amount he has all day. He told me that while we were gone.
He looks like he's about to explode. Dude, he's so fat right now. Hey! You're not gonna clean any of the shit off your dad's lawn, eh?
Yeah, it's fertilizer. Oh, good boy.
So...
Oh, that's all she wrote. Go listen to more podcasts.
Bye, Gus.